Joy, thank you. Tonight, it's a win for restaurant owners in Anne Arundel County who fought restrictions. In a last-minute decision, the county executive changed his executive order and will allow indoor dining. With that move, restaurants have dropped their lawsuit. WJZ investigator Mike Helgen explains this all unfolded shortly before a judge was set to weigh in on this case. Mike.
Nicole, both sides tell me they were confident in a courtroom victory, but I got to tell you, being in court, the judge was harshly critical of the county and said the numbers just did not warrant the action taken against restaurants. One of the plaintiffs tells WJZ that he hopes this decision gives them a bit of an economic lifeline.
We entered this to keep restaurants open. We didn't care whether it was a judge, a county executive, or anybody who was going to do that for us.
James King is relieved his court battle against Anne Arundel County to keep his restaurants open for indoor dining is over.
This has always been a fight for our employees, and it remains to be a fight for them because ultimately they're the ones impacted more than any of us.
County Executive Steuart Pittman abruptly changed his mind about a dining ban after testifying before Judge William Mulford, who chastised the county and said the dire hospital projections they used were flawed. Pittman issued a new order allowing indoor dining just hours before Mulford was set to rule in the case, which was then dismissed.
And he said, well, please do it before I have to make this ruling, because we could put down our weapons, stop arguing, and move forward.
Pittman reserved the right to close down dining again if the COVID numbers surge, and King said he would consider fighting any new restrictions, but both sides hope it doesn't come down to that.
I'm an optimist. I think it's unlikely that we're going to be shutting them down and going back to curbside, and I'm more looking forward to getting them back to 50%.
Brian Bolger owns several restaurants in Annapolis and feels unfairly targeted.
Thankfully, this judge said, stop, show us. And when the cards were on the table, the county didn't have a valid argument.
Bolger believes Pittman pulled out of a losing lawsuit before the judge could rule and set a precedent limiting the county's authority.
As long as they're not relying on scientific data and can't prove it, we're going to continue to fight.
Also, as part of the county executive's new order, restaurants will be required to collect contact information on all their diners to help with contact tracing efforts, and the county executive is capping delivery fees at 15%. Reporting live in Anne Arundel County, Mike Helgen, WJZ.